The Kentucky HeadHunters were formed in 1968 on a family farm near Edmonton, Kentucky in Metcalfe County, and were known for 20 years as Itchy Brother. The band consisted of brothers Richard and Fred Young, along with their cousins Anthony Kenny and Greg Martin. In the 70s, they achieved regional success in the Midwest and Deep South, with constant touring and the release of the single Shotgun Effie, a song about the Youngs' grandmother.
Hey, shotgun Effie, oh,
After several near misses with major success, the band took a break in 1980. During this time, Richard wrote songs for Acuff Rose Music. Fred played drums for pop star Sylvia. Greg Martin played guitar for country rockabilly singer Ronnie McDowell. And Anthony continued to write songs with the Young Brothers. In 1986, the Youngs and Martin decided to get Itchy Brother back in full swing. Anthony could not continue at the time, and Doug Phelps was asked to join in his place. The band name was changed to the HeadHunters, a nickname given to Muddy Waters' band, picked up from the slang head choppin', a term associated with black musicians in the Deep South barn dance days. They began writing, playing locally, and created a live radio show called The Chitlin Show on WLOC in Munfordville, Kentucky. Around this time, Doug's brother Ricky joined the band. In the late 80s, Jonathan D.W. Lyle, a fan of the band's blues influence, gave them $4,500 to record a demo. The band spent 3 days producing 8 songs at the Sound Shop with engineer Mike Bradley. In 1989, after hearing the HeadHunters demo and seeing them play live, Harold Shedd signed them to Mercury Records. Their debut album, Pickin' on Nashville, was released October 18, 1989. There were 4 singles from the album: a Bill Monroe, Jake Landers song, Walk Softly on This Heart of Mine, a rendition of Don Gibson's Oh Lonesome Me, Rock and Roll Angel, a Richard Young song, and the band-penned Dumas Walker.
Let's all go down to Dumas Walker.
The album earned a Grammy Award for Best Album and a nomination for Artist of the Year. Pickin' won Best CMA Album of the Year, and the band won CMA Best Group and Producer of the Year. They also won Best New Vocal Group from the ACMs and a Billboard Award for Oh Lonesome Me. Pickin' on Nashville has received double platinum certification from the RIAA. In 1991, the band released their second album, Electric Barnyard. The album earned a gold certification from the RIAA, and the band won a CMA Award for Vocal Group, as well as a Grammy nomination for the song Only Daddy That'll Walk the Line, used in the movie Dutch. The single Davy Crockett was released on the anniversary of Davy Crockett's death. The HeadHunters were invited to sing with legendary cowboy Roy Rogers on the song That's How the West Was Swung for his final album. They also recorded Wilbert Harrison's Let's Work Together for the movie Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man. Ricky Lee and Doug Phelps departed the band in June 1992. They then founded Brother Phelps. Anthony Kenny was asked to join in Doug's place, and old friend Mark Orr replaced Ricky. In 1993, the HeadHunters released their third album, Rave On. The singles were original Honky Tonk Walkin' and Carl Perkins' Dixie Fry.
Rave on, children, I'm with you now. Rave on, you can't see pride. The cops are gone, it's almost dawn. Let's all get Dixie fried.
The album also produced 2 movie tracks, Redneck Girl for the movie Red Rock West and Freedom Stomp for Cowboy Way. In 1993, the HeadHunters started a long-term relationship with legendary rock and roll piano bluesman and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee Johnny Johnson. The collaboration has produced the critically acclaimed album That'll Work, along with a great blues rock catalog. In 1994, Mercury Records released the Greatest Hits package, which included a version of the Beatles' You've Got to Hide Your Love Away. In 1995, Mark Orr left the band and Doug Phelps returned. The band recorded their next release, Stompin' Grounds, and was signed to RCA Records' sister label, B&A. The year 2000 saw the HeadHunters return to their heavy Southern rock and blues roots with singles Too Much to Lose and Louisiana Cocoa from the album Songs from the Grass String Ranch.
Somebody's cooking that Louisiana cornbread, smoking in the left and the cigarettes. I know I need to leave, but I can't go. I'm in love with Louisiana cocoa.
In 2003, the HeadHunters recorded Soul, an adventure through the band's Stax and Muscle Shoals roots. Johnny Johnson as well as Reese Winans appeared with the band on this album. In 2005, the band released Big Boss Man, a compilation of Sony Music classics, headhunterized for movies. Flying Under the Radar was released in 2006. In 2008, Anthony left the band and Doug went back to his original seat of playing bass and singing. To celebrate the 20th anniversary of the HeadHunters, Universal Records Bootleg Series released Live, the Agora Ballroom, Cleveland, Ohio, May 13, 1990. Engineered by Dale Peters, bass player of the James Gang. October 2011 saw the release of Dixie Lullabies, a mix of rock, R&B, and blues originals. Recorded on the Young's Farm in the infamous Practice House, the same farmhouse the band has rehearsed and written in for 45 years. The Kentucky HeadHunters continue to write, record, and tour with their unique brand of blues, country, R&B, and rock fusion that has fueled their career for over 40 years and brought a smile to many faces worldwide.